I was born in Mumbai, India, and came to New Zealand at the age of 10. My name is Divya, and I am 23 years of age. Coming to New Zealand from a country of 1.2 billion people, where extreme poverty is commonplace, has really impacted on who I am and my goals for the future. Here's Mom. What are you making, Mom?
Dosas.
Ooh, that looks good. There's Dad, his juicer. Nice. I'm proud to be a New Zealander, but when I first came, I tried to suppress my Indian side and really try to fit in. I would tell my mom to, make me sandwiches as opposed to roti or rice. As I've gotten older, I wanted to very much reconnect with my Indian side, and I became much better at integrating the two. I felt a huge burden sort of lift off my shoulders. I didn't have to pretend anymore. I didn't have to put up an act of being a certain kind of person. I could just be who I wanted to be. Now I'm using both my cultures to inspire my career goals. My dream is to one day start my own social enterprise. But right now I'm focused on running a young New Zealand charity called P3 Foundation. I was made CEO of P3 Foundation this year, and that is a huge step for me because it involves me leading P3's vision in empowering young Kiwis to make a difference in the lives of people living in the Asia-Pacific region. Today we're meeting to discuss P3's brand new initiative. Fantastic. So the SEED program, now this is P3's brand new project this year, and all the funds that are raised through the SEED program will go to help out communities in Tonga. And the high school students that are taking part in the SEED program are challenged to come up with innovative fundraising ideas.
Do we have a target for fundraising?
Yes.
I think we're looking at $30,000.
The 30,000 goal is extremely ambitious, and I don't think it's something we should take lightly at all. And I really hope that we can sort of meet this goal that we've promised. So it's all kicking off. We have around 50 enthusiastic students from all over Auckland to take part in the SEED program. Hello, everybody! Hey! Welcome, guys. It's these youth that are going to be raising the $30,000 that we're sending to Tonga. After the lecture, we're breaking into groups. Each one will fundraise a portion of the money, and I'll meet the group that I'll be leading through the process. This is really the first time that I'll be in such a mentorship role with a group of students, so I hope that I do a good job. So what can we do that's kind of creative and different and out of the box?
Something like a movie night or a fair.
Car wash or anything.
Car wash?
We could have like a talent showcase or something the same night.
Yeah. Something like performance?
Yeah.
No, I like that. So what do you think about doing some kind of show? And also I think we can implement some use of our own cultural backgrounds into, because I can see that everyone's sort of from a different cultural background here.
We have a lot of small culture groups at our school that are from lots of different cultures, so we can definitely talk to them and see if they want to help out. Like that, yeah.
So we should all go back to our schools, be talking to our cultural groups, and I know that everyone's going back and asking if they can have the auditorium of their school. And by the next practice, if you could get back to me saying what groups have said okay to perform and what locations have said okay, free locations, because this is a fundraiser and we have no money yet. Today I'm heading off to our first SEED group rehearsal, And it's about time, I guess, that we stop just talking and got stuff going. So the main aim for today is to start getting a story together. And I really want to explore, because we have so many people in the seed group who are from different cultures, I want to explore sort of the differences between their culture and their New Zealand experience and see if we can derive stories from there. So yeah, hopefully this is good enough to get the ball rolling, and we'll see how it goes. P3 Foundation seems to attract a lot of people from diverse cultural backgrounds, and I think, like myself, there's a whole element of giving back to a culture that you feel that you've left behind. Awesome, guys. Thanks for making it today. I just wanted to sort of go around and get an idea of, where you may be from, and then also kind of if you have a gesture or a dance move that sort of depicts your cultural background, or maybe even a greeting from your language.
Hi, I'm Messiah. I'm from Japan. Konnichiwa.
I'm from the Philippines. Kamusta?
I'm Amy. Swedish greeting of hey, homoni.
I'm from Malaysia. I guess you could say good evening, selamat petang.
Kia ora, my name's Moses. I'm from New Zealand. Kia ora.
I love that we're all from so many different backgrounds, and I think that that's something we should really try to put across in our performance.
Pretty good. I like it.
I've realized that this is a huge responsibility, so I've invited my good friend Shreya to come and help me out at our rehearsal. Shreya is also from my Indian theatre group, so I think she'll really help us to find nice ways to visually put across the stories that you've come up with. So maybe if you want to workshop something and maybe in 5-10 minutes we'll come together and see what performance you've come with. Shreya will be around to help you guys.
Never tell a Kiwi don't like crab lotus.
Okay. So you go right, you go left, and then you go around the roundabout, then you go straight, and then you go left, and you go right.
She had a love for the famous fish and chips. Tomato sauce was her favorite of all the dips.
I think that visual kind of picture really needs to be tightened and worked on.
How do you think it's going?
I think there's some really, really nice ideas here. It's really cool that they were able to come up with something so real and so kind of true to who they are so soon. Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, there's still a while to go,
Yeah.
and there's stuff that we really need to develop and things that we
Yeah.
need to neat up.
Yeah, I think it's definitely not in a state where it's ready to be performed, but I think there is some kind of kernel of truth there that we can really kind of, extract more out of.
If this project doesn't go well, it doesn't look good for me personally. Being a volunteer organization, all that I can give is really trust to my volunteers and trust in my leadership abilities, and it wouldn't be a good look if I couldn't manage one small project from start to finish. The rehearsals for our performance are going well, but with showtime fast approaching, the pressure is on to lock down the logistics and how much of the $30,000 goal this group will raise. All right, guys, have we had any progress in terms of the hall bookings with your schools?
Not really.
No. Has anyone gotten any quotes or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Around $800.
$800 for one night.
Pretty much.
Ouch.
But the hall is quite big if it's 800.
We probably only need a place that fits maybe 100 people, so keep going with that. I think that's a bit concerning right now, but let's just keep going. So thank you for that. How has sort of costumes and finding props and things been going?
We've asked people, but they haven't confirmed anything yet because, like the Tongan group at our school, they have 90 girls and
they don't think that they can get everyone to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
90 girls?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that maybe see if there's even a few, even 5 people who are keen out of the troop of 90. We still need to set a goal of how much we're planning to raise for this fundraiser. So what are some ideas?
How about 10 million?
10 million? Maybe something a bit more achievable. Thanks, Amy. I think 500 may be a good goal. And I think 500 amongst 8 high school students is absolutely amazing.
$500.
Awesome. Sweet. That's the goal. I haven't had much time to catch up with my family recently, so going to netball is a great chance to catch up with my sister Malika.
How do you feel like you're doing so many things now? P3, obviously, you have your show coming up soon.
It's hard. Like, taking on the fundraiser on top of everything else was a huge commitment. But currently, it's just me trying to mentor and lead and really drive through this entire thing with about 8 to 10 different high school students.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big challenge
it is.
to keep them all motivated and all driven and all going towards this final performance.
Are you running it all yourself? Is it
Pretty much,
Is there something you could possibly do maybe now to sort of mitigate your stress levels? Maybe bring in somebody with some expertise to help you? That might be a good idea for you.
So it's the week of the show and things aren't going ideally. We haven't sold many tickets. In fact, I think we've only sold about 5 tickets. So a bit of work to do yet, and I'm stuck at work with stuff to do as well. I've realized that my sister was right. I do need to get some advice on how to motivate my group. So today I have the really exciting opportunity to meet an amazing woman. I'm meeting Julie Chapman, who is the CEO and co-founder of Kids Can, to get some fundraising hints and tips. Look at this! Oh, that's so cute! It's adorable! So Julie, how do you keep those around you motivated? Because I'm working with a group of students, and one thing that I need to do is keep them motivated to get through this fundraising project that we're doing.
I think for us, certainly seeing the stories from the kids, hearing from the teachers is really important for motivation. So, I mean, show them that you are making a practical and tangible difference. Also, having a plan around selling the tickets, maybe looking up, drawing a list up of businesses that you might want to target or local community groups is a good idea. And sometimes it can feel quite overwhelming because the issue is so big. But just think of the small goals and the small chunks that you can do, and then you'll suddenly look back and realise that actually you've achieved a great deal, but you've been looking at it in small chunks.
That's probably a good mindset for me to take into this project, because we've set a goal to raise $500 and I'm kind of worried that we may not reach it. But if I approach it from a point of view that every dollar we raise is actually going to go to Tonga and is going to make a difference, and not completely fret if we don't reach the $500 goal that we've set.
Yeah, the key to it is not to be too hard on yourself. You've got to remember that you're actually doing something really good, and raising money is not easy at the best of times, but if you're committed to your goal, then you will get there.
Yeah, cool. I think going with what Julie said, I'm gonna set a really clear strategy and get the kids to do some work. While it's a challenge to motivate the kids and to motivate the public, it's gotta be done. I've organized for a few of the girls to get out there, get some sponsorship, and source some raffle prizes.
Hello, how are you girls? Good to see you.
Do you guys have any learnings from your workshop that you're excited to sort of implement today?
How to pitch properly, I would say.
Yeah.
How to pitch, and actually like doing it in practice rather than theory.
I'm gonna pass it on to you. This is about learnings. I'll be there, but I think you guys, I really want to give you the opportunity to speak to the different cafes here.
All right.
Yeah?
We'll try. We'll try.
Good on you. Awesome. Give it your best. Be yourself, smile, and be friendly. All right? Okay.
Hello. Hi.
Hi there. We're from the P3 Foundation Seed Project, and we were wondering if we could tell you a little bit about a performance we're holding.
Okay. So it's for like a fundraiser for Tongan National Youth Congress. So that will help them start up some businesses like for coconut oil.
And what we'd really like for you is like to sponsor us possibly for an event.
And where are you advertising? Which public members are you aiming at coming to? Is it by invite only, or do you have posters and ads up?
We kind of do, yeah.
Kind of do?
Yeah.
Anyone to come?
Anyone to come out.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'll tell you what, I'll have to think about it, and I'll need to get some more information from you guys. Like, where are you based? When is this event taking place? That's also really important to know.
Okay, yeah.
Girls, how did you think that went?
It could be better. It could be better.
Well, hey, well done, because that was your first one, and the first one's always hard. But you see, she had a lot of questions that she wanted to ask. So the way we can improve, I think, is to be really clear about what exactly it is we're doing. And also, let's add in what we can offer as well. Because every fundraiser has to be a two-way conversation. So what can we offer? We can offer, advertising them at our event. And be confident. You guys are so confident. You're doing a show. Ready to do another one?
Yeah. Hello.
Good morning.
I'm Trina, and I'm from the P3 Foundation.
Yes. We're holding a performance fundraiser this weekend.
What would we really like for you to help us to sponsor our show?
We'd be very happy to support you.
Thank you so much.
Normally what we do in this situation is give people a voucher for one of our cakes that you can raffle off.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. The day has come. It's performance time today. I'm still a bit worried because ticket sales haven't gone too good, but the team is out there doing one last final push. I can't lie, I'm a bit anxious for them. Maybe the $500 target was a bit too high.
Hey there guys, how are you? So you're Divya, are you?
Yes, hello.
I've actually got a little voucher for you to raffle off, a dinner voucher for $200.
Awesome! That's awesome. See? Look how good you must have been pitching to them.
We're awesome, that's for sure. We're amazing.
And as you keep practicing, you just get better. And the first time, we weren't that good, but this is just like proof of how awesome you guys were. Big smiles. Everyone's here to support you. Just have a really good time, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's give a big cheer. Woo! Let's get the show on the road. These are very inspired and innovative and creative people, and encourage them, support them, and let's have a good night.
She walked into the shop and screamed,
Oh my God! Are you lost?
Yes.
Okay, so where do you want to go?
I think more rehearsals would have been good. It's a fundraiser show and we worked hard. So I'd say I'm happy with how it's going.
What's up, man?
What's your name?
My name's Moses. What's yours?
Messiah.
Mitsubishi.
Messiah. Okay. Messiah.
Wasabi. Sushi.
Messiah.
Jackie Chan.
Thank you so much for coming and thank you for supporting us. We look forward to sharing with you what our efforts have led to. So thank you for coming. Have a very good night and see you later. I'm so proud of you guys. Well done. Really good job. 695, 704. Oh my God! We defeated our target of 500. Hands in, guys. I never thought we'd actually be able to raise this much money. These kids have never done such a fundraiser before, and I've never mentored a group this big. But I've learned so much about leadership and motivation through this experience that I'm going to bring to my charity work going ahead.